I'm Wendy Garrido. I help 6- and 7-figure business owners show up more authentically in every aspect of their lives. And today, I want to tell you a little story about something that I heard from someone who I've been getting to know lately and really like and appreciate. That shocked me. So, if you know me at all, I'm pretty big on relationships, on interpersonal dynamics. I kind of swim in the world of either being in deep interpersonal dynamics or analyzing deep interpersonal dynamics or writing about deep interpersonal dynamics. It's a passion, aka potentially autistic special interest of mine. And so it was a bit of a shock to me when this person said, number one, that having meta conversations about our relationship is draining. And number two, they said, you know, therapy's great, but I don't want to do it all the time. And I just took me a minute to process. It took me a couple hours to process, and it actually took me a couple days to fully process what this meant for me personally in regard to the relationship, and also, how to explain or describe my perceptions of this to more people in meta conversations about my relationships. First, the best example that I could come up with is, because this person's also quite, takes good care of themselves physically, exercises a lot, eats well, like that's a priority for them. And so I was looking for, how can I explain this to them in terms that they will understand as how it relates to me? And knowing the past history and like where they're coming from and also what they appreciate about me. So my example would be, imagine if you're a very physically fit person who meets someone who tells you a lot about the health issues that they had related to being a couch potato for 5 years, but they've met you and they're excited because you're more active and you seem healthy. And so then you get to start talking and you get to start planning things out. And then they're like, well, I mean, I like exercise and all, but you know, I only want to do that when I go to the gym once a week or twice a week, whatever it is. Yes, going to the gym once a week or going to therapy once a week is better than not doing it at all. But exercise is not something we do once a week, ideally. It's something that is woven into every day of our life. And it does not mean that we're doing it all of the time, because we cannot do it all of the time. Rest and recuperation is a necessary part of our health and well-being. And so even I, who has a very high capacity for emotional introspection and self-growth and deep meta relationship conversations, I don't do it all the time. Sometimes I gotta shut the up and dance or play pickleball or have sex or talk about other things. But I do it a lot. But not more than this person exercises probably. And to me, it's the same thing. Your mental health and well-being, your emotional health and well-being are intricately tied in to your physical health and well-being. You cannot tell me that you are doing an excellent job caring for your physical well-being if you are not also working through the emotions and stresses from your current life as well as from your past life. Not your past lives necessarily, that's not what I meant, but maybe that too. But like your past, right? Your trauma, the trauma that you know about, the trauma that you don't know about, but you might find out about by being in your current relationships. They go together. Just like you can't only be going to therapy and only be doing the emotional work and claiming that you're taking really good care of yourself and your body. It's part of it. It's not the whole thing. You don't have to do it all the time. You don't have to do it perfectly. None of us are. But you got to do both sometimes. You got to weave it back and forth. I mean, you don't got to. Lots of people don't. Those people aren't really my followers. They don't stick around for very long. But yeah, if you're committed to self-growth, if you're committed to improving your quality of life, if you're committed to increasing the duration of your life, you got to work on both those things. So therapy's great. Not all the time. But and the self-growth, self-reflection, the relationship reflection, analysis, and healing into your everyday life. Not just once a week. Or don't. It's up to you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to tell you what I think you should do. And then you get to decide what you actually want to do. And even if we're dating and I don't really like it, you still get to decide what you do. I'm here. I mean, this is the other level of the meta level of processing all of this. It was me figuring out, like, okay, where does this leave me? What does it look like for Wendy fucking Carrito to be in a relationship with someone for whom meta relationship conversations are a significant barrier to romantic connection, and who doesn't have a very high tolerance for that? Took some journaling. I figured it out. If you want to hear more about it, join my membership community. I'll talk about it in there. I'm not talking about it here. But yeah, you get to choose. I get to make videos and tell you what I think you should do with your life. And you get to click away or subscribe or like, or maybe even share. So nice. Thanks for this little heart to heart. I've enjoyed it. I guess you must have too if you're still here, unless you're a hater. A good friend of mine showed me a picture, I think, of a button that said, "I'm not easy, but we can talk about it." Just cracks me up because I'm not easy. But we can always talk about it. May not get anywhere, but we can talk about it. All right. Take care. Big hugs. Probably lots of love. Bye.